Hi, well, thanks for ordering one of our custom research reports. And that really means that we're searching the internet all over, and stuff the internet won't show you, stuff that Google won't show you, to find you free money programs for what you want to do. And I understand what you want to do is start a clothing business for people with disabilities, because they have special needs for getting into different clothes. And I think it's a wonderful idea. So there's the report now that you have. We'll have about 100 sources. These are sources of money and help that you could go and get for free to help you start this business. And there's also about 30 videos in here that explain the program. So you can't do it all in one day. But there's one thing you have to do is watch this pre-introduction video, because in this video I'm going to show you the best, what I think are the best opportunities, that are unique to what you're doing. And I may be wrong, but it's something that maybe you want to listen at. And then another major video that explains all the other major sources in there, because we have, there's about a dozen major sources of funding, that's grouped, whether it's government, whether it's crowdfunding, whether it's state and local, independent grants, all this kind of. So you'll see the whole list, but watch the video on that section first. But let's go over what I think is unique, and because I think your project is very unique. I think it's something that is very needed. I mean, you see people, there's so many people with disabilities, and also the vets coming back. We got more survivors from combat now because we're able to live longer, but they're coming back with handicaps, without legs, without arms, and things like that, and they're still in the community. So they need special clothing. So that's why, what you're doing, I think is remarkable. Now, the first thing I think I would like you to do is look at this video I have of this young woman who started a business like yours up in Michigan, and what she does is make clothing for homeless people. Now, what's instructive about what she does, or is doing, is that she knew nothing about it. And she was an art student and was running into homeless people all the time, on her way to school. Her parents were not wealthy at all. She was, very low income, but wanted to be an artist, was at art school, and she put together this business. And this video explains how she got money on the internet to do it, explains her procedure, and how she's now selling her garments through nonprofit organizations. See, they're the ones that actually do crowdfunding, get the money for her to manufacture the product. And she's manufacturing here, right in the United States, and she's creating jobs for the homeless people to learn how to manufacture them. So I understand, I think we talked a little bit before that you may be outsourcing this out of country and things like that, but even if you are, this model that she has is wonderful. She's she's so inspiring because she did it all herself with no money and just made it happen. And there's about a 10-15 interview with her, explaining it all about it and showing the product and how she did it. Man, I see anybody could do anything. It's the desire, it's your heart. If your heart is in it big enough, you're going to get over all the hurdles. If your heart's not in it, you're just in the money, man. You're like, oh, this is hard, I got to do something else. But see, it sounds like what you have here is a business that your heart is in it. So you're going to get over all the pain in the ass stuff that happens, because that happens no matter what the heck you do. So look at that video closely. Call her even. She's a delightful person. If that makes sense to you. None of this, maybe my ideas don't make sense, or you've tried them already and it's stupid. I understand. I just want to give the top, what my instincts are telling you. Also, I show you other crowdfunding sources. See, to me, I think there's a lot of ways. I'm going to show you later in the other video that show all the sources of money, and the big, proposals you have to do, and maybe investors and all that kind of stuff. But remember, the crowdfunding is easy. You could just have some kind of prototype. You could just have a little video, it costs nothing to make. You could get help for that for free too. You could start to see if your idea is real, in 30 or 60 days with no money. That's the neatest thing about crowdfunding. And if it doesn't work, then you keep going. That's all. But the other stuff is going to take longer. And that's why this is sort of interesting. And there's a lot of websites. I have a lot of, I went through and found a lot of clothing, man, that is being used. They're starting their business by getting pre-orders in crowdfunding for their product. Then after they get X amount of dollars, then they can go and make it. If they don't get X amount of dollars, then you don't make it. It doesn't matter. You send the money back and nothing hurt. I mean, here for Tall Men's clothing line, $50,000. Here's something that undress, change clothes in public without being naked. And they got an incredible amount of money, $600,000. That's just like a blouse you put on so you could change things underneath. Here's something on a T-shirt. Crowdfunding, and it looks like $30,000-$40,000 something. Here's another $60,000 for Unbound Travel, the ultimate travel clothing. Here's a raincoat. They got $90,000 to start doing. A child, I think she's like 11 years old, got $15,000. Here's a belt somebody wanted to make. They got, what is it, like $600,000 to manufacture a belt. Here's a shirt. Oh, I can't tell it's such, $3,000-$4,000. See, I mean, gosh. And that's why I think about that. It does take effort. You don't just put a website and people throw you money automatically. Learn the procedure. But like anything, you're learning the procedure now as starting a business. So what the heck is wrong with that? Okay, so that's the thing I think that is a cool opportunity, for what you're doing. The other cool opportunity I think is through government contracts and what they're called Small Business Innovative Research Grants. Now these are things, actually they're $250,000 or $500,000 to start. Something that the government thinks that should be around, and this is really for, I think, for the Defense Department. But I don't know. I've known about these and talked to a lot of people who've got them, but I haven't personally done it. But that's what it is, and the money is out there. And for something like this, for veterans or for people returning from war, this is an ideal thing. But the most important about it, and also contracts. See, there are offices, and I give you the link right there of where you live in Arizona, to go and talk to somebody who knows that system. They're free. They won't charge you anything. They'll tell you about the SBIRs, and if this makes sense, and if it does, they help you find the right office that you should apply to, and help you with that. Now that's a complicated form, but they have help to help you fill out that paperwork. Don't hire a grant writer or anything. Never hire a grant writer until you have an application in hand and you think that, hey, this is a pretty good chance for me of doing it. Otherwise, if you talk now in the beginning of doing something about grant writers, they're going to say, yeah, get me in the beginning, and you're going to waste money. Because a lot of programs, you only need 2-3 pages of fill in the blanks, and you don't need a grant writer. And then other programs where you get a grant, like an SBIR, states have grants. You get $5,000 just to fulfill the application, and that's a grant to get a grant. The same way with government contracts. See, this may be a government contract thing, maybe for the Veterans Office or something like that, where you get a contract to do that. Now, they have, in these offices I'm sending you to, they have grants to give to small businesses to figure out how to get a contract. And we have the videos there, a couple of videos that you could watch on how that happens. We have interviews of the people who give out these grants and how they help you get this contract money. It's all open. There's no hocus pocus. If you Google this stuff, you're going to have people want to sell you stuff. And that's why, even though there's 100 sources in this report I'm giving you, if you Google this right now, like business grants, you're going to get 107 million. That's over 100 million websites. So I got it down to just 100. And these are the best places for you to have the best opportunity to get money. Now, also in the top of the list is your elected official. Anytime you're dealing with the government like that for a contract, an SBIR, a grant, or whatever, I give you the websites of your 3 federal officials there. Your congressperson for where you live in Mesa, and also your 2 senators. contact them all, because they're there to help you. Like John McCain's he's worried about getting reelected, right? And he does this a lot. He helps people get contracts and grants and everything. So you're a vote. You're the same vote as a millionaire, let me put him over. But see, if he helps you, or one of these other elected officials help you, you're going to vote for that son of a gun no matter what they do in office, right? And that's why they're there. And the smart people use them, the rich people use them, but they're there for everybody. And that's the important thing, particularly for something like this. Remember, you have a need that you're trying to solve a problem, not only for you and your loved ones, I understand, have this kind of difficulty, but the country. We have so many people like this. So that's why our nation, as a nation, has an obligation to help you make this happen, because you have the energy to do that. Okay, so if these don't make any sense to you, I understand, then look at the next big major video where I say, watch this video first, and that explains all the other sources that are in your report. Start going through the list, whether it's private grants or people that have what they call incubator money for businesses like you that want to start in Arizona. They have grant for that kind of stuff and everything. So it's all there laid out. It's a wonderful idea you're doing. I hope you have the energy to keep going, because you're going to run into roadblocks all the time. And the key is just pick your butt up and try it again, and come back to us. We'll find you more places to try. So thanks again.